So I'm out in my garden right now harvesting my salad mix. I'm doing mixture of lettuce and spinach right now. Seems to be a pretty good mix and tastes really good. So I'm just going to show you quickly how I'm doing that, some tips that you want to do something a little bit more larger scale or want to provide some salad for people or your own family. Here's a good way to manage it a little bit more. So I just got done harvesting all the lettuce and I'm just about to do the spinach. So I like to use just a knife, super sharp one. Use the steel to hone it very well to get it nice razor sharp, and allows me to slice the leaves off very quickly without damaging them. Also like to use these milk crates. Two of the small ones seem to work really well. I can grab them in the middle here and it's balanced, and I can carry them out with one hand. If I had a bigger container, I'd have to sit here and try to do this way and have the knife and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to be able to, or even if I want to do 4, I could do 2 in each hand. So it makes a very nice system for doing that. It feels really good in the hand, and then I could just fill up one of these at the time as I go through the bed and fill it up, put them together, and off I go. So that may be something you want to look at doing. So this is my about 20-foot bed of salad mix lettuce. So it's variety. So here are some at the end that I haven't harvested yet that I'll just save for my family. If we want some tomorrow or the next day, we'll have some lettuce available. So it's kind of the size that it gets to before I harvest it. And then as you trim all the outer leaves back down to what it looks like about here. So they take them back quite a ways, but not all the way off. So you can see the rest of the bed here, kind of what it looks like after it's been harvested. So the plants are spaced out at 6-inch spacing. That seems to work really well for them. There's 4 rows in a 30-inch bed, and it seems to function very well. They get to be they fill in the space around them when they're to the point of cutting, and then I cut them back so that there's space around there. And then any weeds I try to get out as I'm harvesting, or I come through with Stirrupo or something like that and clean off some of the outer ones. But usually on the interior, there's very few weeds. There's maybe 10 weeds in the whole bed here, and so those are easily removed. Alright, so moving on to my spinach patch here. This is probably about, it's 15 foot. So we got about five rows in a 30-inch bed of spinach. This is, what is it here, Bloomsdale mainly, and about 10% of it down at the end is Viroflay. Both are open pollinated varieties of spinach, and I've had good success with them here in Oregon. Okay, so got one of my crates here, and I'm going to go through and harvest about half of the bed. That means I don't have to reach all the way over to the far side, just halfway, and then I'll come back on the other side of the bed and harvest on that side. So I'll just bring the crate along with me as I go here. So I'm basically taking off about 80% of the leaves. I'm trying to take on the spinach here, making sure I get it just right at the base of the leaf. So when I harvest these, I cut them right at the base of the leaf and try to eliminate any amount of stem. Just a slicing motion. This gives the highest quality leaf here, so that there's not a bunch of stem there that people want to have to feel like they need to break off after their salad. Usually I try to hold quite a bit in my hand at a time. Just kind of a quick snip here as I go down. Just kind of gather them in my hand. I'm going to move down grabbing my crate to come right with me, and let's see here. So yeah, continue down, getting as many nice leaves as possible. Alright, so the next step after I harvest it and bring it into the house is to get it all washed up. So I want to show you a little bit about how to efficiently do that with large volumes. So as you can see here, I'm actually in my bathroom, and down here you can see I have a bunch of lettuce down in here in the water. So I have it just a little, maybe about 3 inches deep or so of water, and dumped all the one crate of leaves in here, and just using my hand to wiggle it around and get it all washed off. Gets it nice and clean. All the dirt and stuff will go to the bottom, and all the other little creatures that may be on there, not too many, but anything else that may have gotten on there like a slug or something will get washed off and fall to the bottom, and the leaves will float here, and I'll scoop them up after I sufficiently got them washed off here. So now the next step is to put the washed lettuce into these mesh bags here, and I have about 4 of them here, and I'll string them up and hang them up on the shower head pipe there, and then let them drip dry a little bit here, and then I'll put them in a container and carry them over to the wash machine. I'll show you how I can spin dry them. So take the bag here, and with the other hand just grab some handfuls, shake them, and put them in the bag. Just fill it up as much as it'll hold. Like that, grab the string, let it hang, and then I'll hang it up here and let it drip. Grab another bag and fill that one up. So then after I get all the bags filled up, or I'm out of lettuce in the tub, I'll take it over to and put it in the wash machine. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take a tub like this and carry all 4 bags, put them in the tub, carry them, tub in one hand and strings hang on to the other, and carry them over there so this will catch all the drips. Okay, let's go. So, open up the wash machine here, put the bags in. Like that. Set it here to the spin cycle, like so. Close the lid, and there we go. So I'll just let that go through its cycle. When it shuts off, it'll be done, and I'll pull them out and dump them out into one of the crates, and I'll be ready to mix and bag after that. Then after each load or bathtub load of greens, I'll screen it out. So I use just a flour sifter, something I can scoop up and catch all the debris that's floating, so there's nothing, keep that debris amount down, and any dirt, try to scoop it up and get that collected as well. So you can see it gets pretty dirty in here, so I'm just like a swimming pool cleaning process, just clean it out. Okay, so I got that all cleaned up. Now I'm going to dump in another crate full, which is about 2 pounds worth of greens. Use the crate full here. Just put that in there. Okay, so there they all are, and we'll just swish them around and get them all cleaned up. Okay, so the next step is to mix them into a big bowl and bag them. So we got the big bowl here, and we got the bags here. These are a gallon sized, and I'll put about 5 ounces worth in each bag. Put some in there. Okay, I'll put some lettuce in here. Put some more spinach. And more lettuce, and kind of get about full here, and then just kind of mix it up, and then we'll bag it. Okay, so I got a nice mix of salad here, ready to be bagged up. Biggest handful as I can. So about that much. Move it up, spin it around. She wants some air in the bag. Twist tight. So there we go. Bag of salad mix. Okay, there's the process, and so if you have any questions, let me know. Alright, thanks for watching. If you like this sort of thing, be sure to like my Facebook page so you can get notifications of new videos I put out and see other interesting articles and videos that I post. Or you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video, give me a thumbs up, and also leave some comments. Ask me some questions, or make a comment about maybe a suggestion or something like that. That'd be much appreciated, and I'd love to interact with you a little bit. Share this video with your friends. That's another thing you can do to help support this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.